Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Right, move the team. 59. Here we go, Steve. Good job right there. Good job right there. All day. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Check, 59. I got it. Switch. 14, find it.
Now Wilson running left on it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mine's 59. Watch the out.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards leads to third down and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Reload. Check the backer. Check 26.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Check 52.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Even. 4 down. Even. Touch 50. Out.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Homer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill.
Greg Gray. Greg Gray.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
In your face. Check 50.
Gun.
57.
20.
I'm coming. Begin.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
What?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Carson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tight end left.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Ray McLeod deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Ready.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. That is incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey. We got three.
Great.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 57. Mike. 50.
Throwing again. Newton. Open man is Samuel. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They fake the give. Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
At the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double tight, double tight. You got three down. Check 31, check 30.
Hey, 0.
Here's Carson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down.
On first down, it's Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. What?
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Homer. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Alert, alert, alert. One left, one left.
Keep moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Cut. One left. Joker.
Here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Move. Hey, we got 3 down.
Cut.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
To number 18. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the curve. He's checking. He's 8.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
20.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Hey! Tighten up. Check. Crunch.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Switch. Check three.
Great.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 61. Max, watch. Safety's creeping.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton dancing to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
One pass.
Hey, switch gears.
12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dayon Buchanan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up. Check. Lucky.
Gun.
Mike 54.
Off play action. Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Quick.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson throwing again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Focus, defense, focus.
19 at the 46-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
At the 18-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
No chance. Check safety, check safety.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a run with McCaffrey. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Watch tight end. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Great. Gun.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Punch formation.
Go 14.
Check 3. Go.
Alert. Go 14.
SOS.
Check.
Slap. Under 10. 10.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Double up.
Hey, 0.
This is Homer. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All day, just like that.
14.
Mike 5'9",
36 power.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on, roll. He don't want it.
Good touch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go.
Mike 59. Mike's 59. Hey, here I come.
Further.
Here I come.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Got it.
54, Mike, 54.
Now it's Wilson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
One left.
Hey, one set. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. 8. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 8. Hey, look, 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, it doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch. Hey! Check it back. Check 26, check 26. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back. 36, 20. Out.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
Thompson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I'm scared. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Hey! Kill. Turn up. Watch twist.
This is McCaffrey.
Check.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Panthers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles